Hi, everyone. Welcome to our webinar tonight with Dave Burgess Consulting. I am Tara Martin, your host, and we have a special guest here, Mickey Smith Jr. Welcome, Mickey.
Thank you. Thank you. Good afternoon, good day, wherever you may be, however you may be. It's so good to be with y'all today.
For sure. We are happy to have everyone in the house tonight. We had so many registering for the event. If you've not heard Mickey speak, you're in for a real treat. And it doesn't matter what he's talking about, it's going to be exciting. I just love listening to this guy. Welcome, Gina, Robin. I see so many. Emily, Amy, thanks for joining in. Kimberly, Letitia, like so good to see so many of you over here in the comment section. If you are here with us tonight, that comment section is your amen corner. Get over there, say anything you want. We'll flash it up on the screen and share it with everyone. Also, if for some reason you have to leave early, or if you know a friend that signed up and they weren't able to make it, don't worry. This video will be available for all that registered for 48 hours after the event. So let's not delay any longer. We have a lot of cool content to learn from Mickey, and we have some freebies to give to you that will come out in your email tomorrow. And so let's dive in tonight. So, Mickey, we are so excited. We heard Mickey speak over at the Teach Better conference last year, and we were like, he needs to be in the DBC Inc. family. Like, he totally belongs with us. And luckily, he was so excited to join us too. And so, Mickey, I would love for you just to more formally introduce yourself. Not only did he just publish Little Mickey Keep On Going picture book that is for all ages, it is the most encouraging picture book. Who doesn't need to be reminded to keep on going? I don't know a soul out there. And then he has another book coming out with us in the near future that
Near
you guys
future.
love, a professional development book for teachers. So, Mickey, I know you just do a ton of stuff. So I'm going to let you more formally introduce yourself.
Well, again, thank you so much. Thank you for the opportunity to be with you today, with everybody today. It's so cool when we can come together, especially after the school year. Like now, it's like that space where you can kind of breathe and take in information, and we don't have the added stressors that we oftentimes have during the school year. So, thank you for just giving some of your time up to spend a little time together. But who am I? Well, I'm an educator. I'm an encourager. At the end of the day, my heart is teaching, but my passion is helping people preserve theirs. And, that's my big thing. In order to teach, you got to do more than teach. You got to reach. It has to be a work of heart. A work of heart. Yeah, I thought I misspoke, but really, it's a work of heart. So the question is, how do you pour out consistently? I've had situations where I've taught. I've taught in the suburbs. I've taught in the Title One, in the difficult situations. I've taught public. I've taught private. And what I realize is this: is that at the end of the day, modern day teaching is relationship based teaching. At the end of the day, we can't really expect kids to be excited about learning until they first know we're excited about them. But here's the caveat: you can't really be excited about anybody else if you don't have that excitement within. And this is not to put anybody on blast today. I know if you're on here today, you're part of the remnant. You're part of the chosen few. You're part of the ones that actively seek out professional development, personal development. So we know this is probably the overachievers. But the question is, how do I sustain? How do I elevate what I do in the classroom each and every day? I believe it doesn't necessarily reside in a professional development, but we will use a professional development to show you where it resides. Everything you need is right inside of you. Your job is to let that sound that you have inside of you. When I say the sound, guys, I'm not talking about the audible. I know I'm a music guy. Okay. If you've seen me before, I'll play the sax, I'll sing the song. But the sound, what I'm talking about today, is that thing that resonates with the students. Now watch this. Some of us, sometimes we got noise, but I've had some I've had some days. I've had some days where I wasn't bringing the sound. I was bringing the noise. Right, right. And it doesn't mean that something's wrong with us. Look, we're all just humanity on display. I believe our goal is not to be perfect, but to be purposed every day. How do I launch that sound to where it connects with students on a consistent basis? Well, I believe it starts with this. And today, I'm going to show you what that means. I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission to help everybody add one key component to their daily routine that changes the way their entire day, their entire week, their entire month, their entire year, school year goes. And I call it the sound check. Now, why am I talking about a sound check? Because ironically, just about 20 minutes before we got on this call, I was in the middle of a sound check. Now put in the chat for me, everybody. Just put the word sound check. Put sound check for me. Sound check. Mic check, mic check, 1 2 1 2. We've been there before, and if you haven't been there before, let me explain. Before the lights, the camera, and the action happens, there's usually this space, this area of time where the artist comes on stage, the speaker comes on stage, and they test out the mic. Somebody said, Mickey, I'm not an artist. I don't understand what you're talking about. Well, watch this. I believe we all do a level of a sound check. A sound check is just testing out the scenario. It's checking out how you do. I think each and every day, most of us probably do a sound check. How many of y'all look in the mirror before you start your day? Come on, I hope you do. I hope you do. Come on now. Come on. I'm just saying, you check the mirror. Why? Look, talk to me real quick. What are you checking when you check the mirror? Talk to me, somebody. What do you check when you just woke up, right? You're in the little vanity area, right? You're in the bathroom. You look in the mirror. What's the checks? What's the main checks? What's the main thing you got to get checked out? Talk to me in the chat real quick, because this is essential. Think about it. It's so essential that you will not even start your day without starting your day that way. What are some of the things? Somebody say my hair. Yeah. I used to do that too. I used to do that. Yeah, that was a season. I missed it dearly. My eyes. Come on, somebody say my eyes. Sometimes put the glasses, the contact. No food in the teeth. Come on, that's what I'm talking about. You just had the breakfast. Maybe you do a double take, right? The hair and the makeup, right? Got to get the makeup right? Making sure I don't have any bags under my eyes. There we go. Thank y'all. We're speaking that truth today. Why? Because you don't get a second chance to make a first impression. Man, and I love what somebody said earlier. We don't talk about it today. My attitude. See, I'm on a mission today to help the entire world add the element of a sound check to the start of their day. See, every day I start my day, I take a moment and I stop and I look in the mirror. And I get close, y'all. I get, like scary close, like so close, you seeing stuff you don't really want to see. Right. Yeah. And I'm like, I stop and I look. I don't say anything. I just look for a second. And when I look, I'm looking at the human being. I'm looking at the individual. And I'm really taking into account of who this person is that just was blessed with life. See, every day we get up, that's a blessing. But sometimes we're in such a rush, we rush right through the blessing. And I take a second to look at that. And then I begin to tell myself things. I'm going to share them with you today. Things that are key. Matter of fact, I say key, it's almost like an ignition. They ignite my day. And then purpose comes in and fuels it. Why is that important? Because we can't expect kids to be excited about learning if they don't know that we're excited about them. And let's be honest, it's hard to be excited about somebody else if you're not excited about who you are in this season. And we operate in a profession that pours. That's what it tells us, to pour out. And if we're not careful, we run on empty. And our classrooms can reflect that as well, too. So before I start my day, I look in the mirror. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. I check my sound. So let's talk about it today, okay? If we could pull up the.
Hey, Mickey, we can't hear you. We can't hear you. Let's see. Okay, try now. Try to speak. Mic check, mic check. Uh-oh. He'll be right back and we'll go through this journal he has for us. He was doing a sound check. Exactly. He's keeping us on our toes. He'll be right back. I love so far. What are you guys thinking about Mickey? Like, what is something that stood out to you so far that he has mentioned that you're already feeling? It's getting you thinking. It's giving you things to think about and to change, potentially to do something a little bit different. Let's see if we can get Mickey in here, and I'll be posting. Oh yes, he has so much energy. He's so much fun. let me love his vibe. He has a great vibe, doesn't he? I love it. I love it too, Lainey. He's always full of energy. If you do not follow him on Instagram, he posts these little videos of encouragement every single day. And I watch them because it's just like getting this, but every single day in bite-sized chunks. So you should totally check that out. He is trying to get his phone back on or his mic back on. He does travel quite a bit for speaking. And so we caught him on a travel day, but we know he'll be right back in here. Let me see. I'm loving these reflections. Keep them coming. Let's see. Man, that was so good. I'm so sad it's not connecting right now. It's okay. He's coming back. He'll be back. Let's see what we got here. We can't expect students to be excited if they sense that we're not excited about them. And often does it happen? I mean, if we're super honest with ourselves, we're not going to feel at our best every single day. It's hard to do. We're humans, right? But if we could just do the best we can to check it or to use this journal that he's going to be sharing with us. And he has a quadrant that he's going to be talking about with helping us to check our sound each day. So we can also teach students to do the same exact thing. Yes, who doesn't need encouragement every single day? Exactly, Gina. I'm doing great, actually. I am doing really well. I'm so excited about recovering and just getting back into the groove of things. Traveling, speaking, conferences are all coming up. So how are you guys doing out there? Let's see how your sound check is feeling at this moment. While we are waiting for Mickey to come back up, I gave him some tips on what it is saying, why his device is not connecting for some reason. So thank you, Gina. Thank you so much. He speaks the complete truth. I love his energy. I know we need to get him back in here. For some reason, his device is not connecting. His mic and camera got disconnected. So, it just happens sometimes. Doing great. Summer started for Amy. Anybody else on summer break? Having virtual learning flashbacks. I know, right? Lainey, I can so relate. Oh, it was so stressful when we first started COVID. And then by like 2022, we're like, hey, we got this. And now tech happens and we always just are like, well, tech happens. I feel like all of us gained new levels of empathy after COVID. Just it's morning for me. Your day is just about to Keith, where are you at? Tell us where you're at. Across the world, I'm assuming. Group text with colleagues chatting about teacher tired. Oh, teacher tired. It's real. That struggle is real. Gina, so good. Let's see if we can close the graphic if he can come back in. And I'll keep chatting with you guys. He's going to try to shut his phone down and come back. Singapore. Oh, how hot is it there in Singapore? We have people all over the world. This is exciting. We had over 115 of you guys registered. So that was really exciting to see. Mickey. Well, if also was going to tell you summer's full force here, Iowa. I'm going to be in Indiana next week. So not too far. Some of it sitting in some, yeah. Sunshine. Oh, it's been gloomy in California. Well, I'm glad it's sunny now. We've had some nice weather here in Kansas this week. It's been a little hot, but not too bad. Okay, he's going to restart his phone. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the picture book. So, if you have not, he mentioned educators who do professional learning on their own. Super excited. Tomorrow, I am going to Illinois Coaches Ed Camp. Emily, awesome. I'd love to hear more about that for sure. Texas is so hot. I went to Dallas this past weekend. It was smoking. Oh, we have him. He's back. I've just been chatting it up as if we're having a slumber party. Let's see if we can hear you. Any sounds? Man, discover your sound is real in the house tonight. We have no sound, Mickey. I should come to Chicago. Hey, I'm in. I think okay, I'm going to share a little bit about his picture book real quick while you guys can keep chatting over there. I love it. So if you have not picked up The Adventures of Little Mickey, keep on going. You should totally pick up this cute little book. First of all, not only did Mickey write this based on his true story, but he also illustrated it. And it is the cutest little picture book. Mine is signed. I'm super proud of that. And inside the book, you're going to find just the most encouraging message, not only for children, but for all of us to discover our sound. And he talks about his own self in school, getting his first saxophone and finding this love of music, and his grandma. You are going to love her. I'm not going to read the whole book to you, but as you go through it, Mickey walks you through his story of discovering his sound. And yes, his sound is playing this instrument, but it's so much deeper than that. As with all great pictures, there's so many layers of meaning there. And how often our students, ourselves, we wonder, what is our sound? What is our purpose? Why are we here to share? What is our message that we need to share with the world? And how do we need to share that? And what is our avenue for sharing that? His is speaking and using music. He is, if you didn't know this already, Mickey is actually a 7-time Teacher of the Year recipient and the 2020 Grammy Music Educator Award. He inspires students and adults to use this, and he uses this mixture of motivational speaking alongside his music to encourage us all to find what our sound is, what our purpose is, and to live in that and to perform it. He talks about performing your sound with excellence, whatever that is. I feel like as an educator, as a speaker, as a encourager, those are some of the pieces I feel like are part of my sound. And it is my duty, it is my purpose to practice, to do well, to perform it to excellence, and to constantly share that with the world. And I would love for Mickey to be able to get his sound back on. It's so ironic that the one we lose sound on is Mickey, and it's all about discovering your sound. So I'm going to give you, the illustrations are so, I could go through all of them. How about I'm going to do you a favor. Somebody said they're ordering it right now. I'm going to make it real easy for you guys to order. Let me just drop that link over here in the comment section. So I'll put it over here so you can easily pick it up. He does teach music. Yes, he does. And he teaches adults too. And he's just incredible. You can look it up on Amazon, Barnes and Noble, local bookstores. Some of the local bookstores have it as well. But it's all about keep on going, not giving up, and just keep pushing until you just keep going and keep fulfilling your purpose. That's what it's really all about. I'm going to put up his graphic here. Let's see if we have sound. Yes, we do. Sweet. Well, we have like 10 minutes, Mickey.
All
So
right.
we might just.
Who knows? Who knows? But I'll tell you this. It all comes down to this. We talked about the music. We talked about the sound. I put together this package so that you could actually follow a process to make sure that you're in alignment every day. So if you look at the next slide, it asks you to ask yourself the question, what do you want? A lot of people can complain about what they have, but few people can actually say what they actually want. And the thing about it is, if you only talk about what you complain but don't know what you want, you'll always get what you only get. And at the end of the day, this life has to be lived on purpose, with purpose. So in order to go out and be amazing on purpose every day, I challenge folks to think, what is it that you want? What is that you want in a belief state, in faith, family, fitness, finance? Write these things down. A lot of times we kind of let life come to us, and there's some things you got to wait on, but there's some things you got to go out and get every day. So I have you write those things down. The next slide is the actual daily sound check we do every day. Sound is an acronym, SOUND. And I actually write down 4 small actionable items. Now, that other slide was big stuff. That was big stuff. But these 4 things are small actionable things I can do each and every day to move the needle. It's not about perfection. It's about improvement. That's what I teach in my music class. Practice is not about perfection. It's about development. It's about growth. So how am I going to grow today? 4 areas. See yourself beyond yourself. That means have a perspective that goes beyond you. Generosity is our privilege. Be available. How am I going to be available today? Maybe it's paying for somebody's coffee when I'm in the drive-through ahead. Maybe it's a small act of kindness. But see, when you pour those things out in that way, it pours your cup back full. Operate in optimism and excellence daily. It doesn't mean be fake enthusiastic. It doesn't mean be something you're not. It doesn't mean go get a red jacket and a snazzy hat. It doesn't mean go be something that you weren't meant to be. It just means be authentic. So when we are being our most authentic self, we're our most happy. So ask yourself today, what is it about me that I can be that will bring joy, not just to me, but to others? And then go out and be that intentionally. Utilize all available resources. That one's simple. Be active. Use what you actually have. So many of us spend so much time. And it's like me when I moved from Louisiana to Florida and I cleaned out the house. I realized I had a lot of stuff that I hadn't worn. I realized I had 8 bottles or 8 jars of peanut butter. And I'm like, why do we have 8 bottles of peanut butter? Because we get busy and we buy stuff that we really already had. Remember what I said earlier? Everything you need is already inside of you. What are we overlooking and undervaluing? Take a moment today and then write down, what am I going to utilize today? And then lastly, nourish relationships. What does that mean? It means be together, A-N-D, band together. Life's better when we band together. And I write down small areas in my life that I can do those things with. And watch this. Do you understand how fulfilling and how successful it feels to set into action 4 small things that you do that don't just make you better, but makes others better? I believe success is the promises we make and we keep with ourselves. So this creates a promise compass that takes us from our potential to our promise. How does it do that? Because I dictate what my day is going to be. And then watch this at the bottom. I dedicate my day to something. Don't get so busy. Don't get so busy that you forget your why. And having that definitive why makes it powerful. It's like the kid that's got a field trip that day. They wake up energized. They get to school early. They ain't been to they've been on the cusp of truancy. But if you throw a field trip out there, my man is there early. Why? They have a compelling why, a compelling future. So I challenge you to dictate, dedicate, and direct your day in a sound fashion. SOUN. And if you do that, then D, you're in position to don't stop. Like little Mickey said, keep on going. It's not just a story for kids. It's for all those who are young at heart. And operating in that sense of purpose and passion, that's what helps us to persevere from the potential to the promise.
Oh, that's so good. It's so good. So you will get the entire journal here in your email tomorrow. If you signed up, if you're here, of course you're going to get it. But anyone who registered and wasn't able to make it, they also will get to have it. And we would love to see you implementing your sound check every single day. So Mickey, when they are implementing it and they want to share it out with you, how can they connect with you?
Oh, absolutely. On any social media platform, MickeySmithJr.com. And of course, at the website, MickeySmithJr.com. So easy to remember. It goes like this. MIC, KeySmithJR.com. Hey, stay connected with me, and you'll see each and every day I like to share a sound bite and a sound formula as well on there. So let's continue to be the sound to change the world in this season.
That's right. I can't wait. Yes. And share it with your staff, share it with your students. This works for anyone. It is a great compass to, or is that, do you call it a compass?
Yeah, well, it's part of a larger program that I call the Promise Compass. It's one of the tools. One of the tools. Yeah.
It's a sound check. It's a great journal for anyone. I'm excited about it. I have mine already downloaded. So do check it out. I don't want this to end. I know, me either. It's such a bummer. We just keep it going. We will save this on our YouTube. It'll be on our YouTube channel for the next 48 hours. So you can go back and watch it again, lady. And also, we'll just have to have Mickey back on here. Mickey, do you want to share anything else? Any last words?
Yeah, and everything we talked about today is actually in the book. I know people think this is low key a children's book, but it's something greater, because if you look in the back, it breaks down what the sound check is in a powerful way, in a way that even kids can understand as well too. So I can't tell you enough how important it is that we go out and we be amazing on purpose, with purpose, and create a sound like none other than this season, starting with our littles and even those that are little at heart, guys.
So true. And the back of the book reads like this, and the children can put their name in here. My name is, I will discover my sound and I will share my song. I will keep on going every day, helping others along. So this is a great book. I did walk them through some of the book and the illustrations while you were gone. And so we had several that were picking it up on Amazon already.
Thank you.
You definitely want to check this out. It's just a beautiful story, true story, based on a true story of Mickey discovering his sound and how much it relates to every single person's life who has a heartbeat and goes through anything that they need to keep on going. So be amazing on purpose. Yes. Can you put the Amazon link? I will drop that one more time. It will also be in your email, my friends. So everyone who's in here, this book link will also be in your email. If you have any questions for Mickey, we'll be closing it down and just, sorry, it's all scheduled on here. So it'll knock us right out of here in 3 minutes. But we are so happy that you joined us from all over the world. We have people from literally all over the world.
I was hearing like we got international in the place, and I think it's so cool. Music is a universal language, and the sound is too. If you go to Singapore and you smile, somebody's gonna smile back. If you're in Guten Tag, you're in Germany and you shed a tear, somebody's going to feel that. And I believe that our what we emit, what we give out, is one of the most powerful resources we have. And as teachers, remember, they don't remember what you taught necessarily as much as they remember the way you made them feel. And at the end of the day, this can't just be about subject matter. It's about showing them that they matter. But that starts with you understanding how much you matter. Everything you need is right inside of you. So let your life launch your sound so that they can find theirs. It's more than, hey guys, if it was just about information, they could just Google it. They could just YouTube it. But it's about you. You matter. You're loved, you're valued, and you're wanted. And I hope you understand this is more than just a children's book. It's an opportunity for us all to redefine and rediscover what it means to be sound in this season. So thank y'all again for sharing your time with us. Hey, do me a favor, get a book and bless somebody with a book. There's a kid out there today that needs to know this message, and a family that needs to know it as well. So we're blessed to be a blessing, and generosity is our privilege. Share that sound and keep on going, guys.
Yes. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Mickey, for taking time out of your evening. Have a wonderful evening. Hope you will check your email, check your inbox for sure tomorrow morning. You'll have a lot of freebies waiting for you there. And let us know if you start to use them, and share them out with us on social media at DBC_Inc., at Tara Martin EDU, at Mickey Smith Jr. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful night. Thanks again. Bye, everyone.